Well, hey everyone, it's HeapCVA. Welcome to my channel. Glad to see you. Welcome to Into the Flames. Not playing the game because there's anything going on right this minute. I know he's still working on it. Nothing has been pushed over into the regular game. But it's been a couple of days or a week since the last time I was here. So it's only fair that this game gets some attention. So let's go over to Station 2. Wait for things to spawn. And this is just going to go out on some calls. He might have fixed a few things. He might have snuck some stuff into the game at this point. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping you guys watched the video that he just did with one of the YouTubers where he shows some of the new things. I am quite honestly looking forward to that a lot. Not because it's going to change my life or anything. I'm just saying that some of the things that get added are just those nice little touches, if you will. And I'm okay with that. So nothing going on in CAD right now. But we can fix that, can't we? So we're going to go to 3 Pine and deal with that real quick. Don't have to worry about opening doors and calling, operators to the scene like the game I was playing yesterday. There are times when this game is appealing just for the fact that it doesn't have as much to do. It's the little detail stuff. It's not, I'm not saying, like firefighting and stuff like that. I'm talking about, the only thing that we're not doing in the other game is posing the characters. And we are on scene. Stop right here. Maybe we'll go a little farther. All right. Let's tools, hydrant tool. Let's see if I can get this done. I don't know where I'm going. I've got so used to running to the back of the other engine in the other game, I'm not doing very good. Long run for a hydrant, but that's okay. That worked, carrying the hydrant wrench that time. I'll take that anywhere I can get it. Okay. Hand tools, let's get that out of here. Get that back. Hand tool, Halligan. I thought I chose that, but I guess I didn't. That's okay. Just want to make sure this door is unlocked. It is unlocked. Lots of fire right in our face. And so now theoretically I could hide that. But when you have the hose line, it really doesn't matter. It's not going to fix your day because you can't put the hose down. Not yet anyway, that I know of. And so I try not to carry hand tools unless I have to. Oh. I got to get used to which key is what. So what happens when you play too many firefighting games and each one of them uses, and I get it, uses a different key combination. You can handle this though, We can handle this. I'm going into first person. I'm okay as long as I'm standing by the door, but as soon as I make entry, I will mask up. Now, one of the things I watched in his video, because the question was asked, and it's one I've honestly been dying to get an answer to, is the whole thing about moving the nozzle around and the stream. Does it make any difference to do this, or did you just sit here and watch it kind of bounce a little bit back and forth? And the answer that the developer gave, which I thought was, I just wouldn't have thought of it. I don't picture the fire image being that way, is there's multiple fire in these clusters, and so you're aiming for targets literally. So it is in your best interest to kind of move around. Now, if I just whipping it in a clockwise direction, nah, I'm really not. Usually I kind of go in a square or a triangle because I want the fire up above and then come back across the bottom. Seems to work okay. Like I said, it is what it is. You know, in Emerge, NYC, I'm usually going up and down like that because of the targets. I will say the fire that's used in their game, especially when you look at fire on the ceiling, acts differently. And so, you know, you move differently accordingly. Can't tell if there's a door there or not. Just a big nasty shadow is what it is. And after having a fire in the warehouse at the pier, I can tell you that your nozzle will go further than you give it credit for. It really will. I think we got that one. Let's go chase this down. And I tried it out to see what the reach was, and actually I was quite surprised. And that's not a bad thing, trust me. Especially when you're playing on your own, which again, this is another game that's going to be a very good to excellent multiplayer. It's even there already, per se. So, you know, you just keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best. I think we got all the fire out. I can unmask. We'll get out of first person. We'll plant the fan just to practice good. And then move on to the next adventure, if you will. So I'm on day... Today's Friday, isn't it? Holy cow. This weekend just went so very fast. Let me get away from the sound a little bit, let it clear it out. So it's been 6 days. Well, Monday was when I put it into service. Obviously, the building is all set up because they shut the door on me. Why can't I grab the fan? Am I doing something wrong? What happened to my fan? It doesn't want me to have the fan anymore. Is it on the engine already? That would be crazy. Remove all. Equipment. Fan. Well, there it is. So, okay. Hand tools, hydrant tool. My mistake. I got a couple of calls pending, as they would say. It's not going to let me put the hydrant wrench back in my pocket, so I got to make the 100-yard sprint to the engine to get rid of it. Like I said, not the only game that does that to me. Frustrates me a little bit. It is just is what it is. it is unusual how, yes, my cursor still goes off the screen on this game too, but it doesn't really affect gameplay like any other game. And all it does is tell me that if somebody would just take the time, they could deal with it. And when they deal with it, it allows us to deal with it. Now, sounds to me like we got our choice of incidents. We got a building fire at the shipping center, residential fire, and a vacant fire, building fire. We'll start with this one. Mostly because it's on our way back into town. And the other ones, if they're still burning, ooh, just missed that building. We'll be there when we get there. They'll just be bigger. One thing I'm going to have to ask for your guys' opinion on is Discord. And what exactly, any of you that may use Discord or be a resident expert on it, what exactly do you do with Discord and why do you have it and how are you setting it up to do what you want to do? I'd really appreciate your input on that. I had to uninstall it because it crashed in my desktop and locked itself up. No idea why. It kind of caught me off guard. I thought we were going to be going another way. Did it take us to the... No. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. I keep forgetting that in this game, when you open CAD, you can't drive the fire engine. So I need to get into CAD because... Oh, it assigned us to the shipping port. I want it to assign us to this one. So, anyway, I'd really like to know what your guys' input is. I just don't know enough about it. Even what I've read and looked at online, etc. Oh, cool. I thought there was a hydrant there. Never mind. This is what happens when you play too many games in a week. You think it's all I do. I'm just not getting the answers that make me understand. I'm not complaining about it. It's just me and my way of understanding what they're talking about. I get that you can create what I call partitions, depending on if you just want to talk, if you want to, share video. I was panicked a little bit. The hydrant didn't want to work for me. Sharing video, gaming, which would be definitely my interest. How is that all come together? I had it on my desktop. I was looking at it. This is not the button I wanted. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I just was hoping there was a little more to it before you, did what you were going to do. Did he just throw the axe in the... See? I'm stronger than I thought I was. So we'll ventilate this on this side. It's not a very big fire. But I don't know if you guys had seen this removable panel or not. If you're not playing the game yet and you're waiting for, whatever you guys are waiting for, everybody has their own point of entry, if you will. He keeps adding things. I can't hardly keep up sometimes. Get rid of the axe. Let's get a line and put this fire out. I can almost put it out standing at the big door. I'm Not sure I need to even put my breathing apparatus on. I think we can just chase this down the room. I know there's going to be some new physics and things for fire. Those of you that aren't in the fire service and don't really know, rather than me try to explain it to you. Ooh, I think I should mask up. What did I get into smoke all of a sudden? Got a big dose of it. Damn near took me out. Look up in Google a backdraft. I strongly recommend you know what a backdraft is and what it looks like. There's plenty of videos out. There's all kinds of information on it. We've been studying it, like in my career, studying it, 2/3 of my career. They might have called it something different in the old days, but it's now officially known as a backdraft. And what it is, what it does, would be good for you to know. Because you might see it in this game. Which would be very interesting. I think would be the first game to go down that road. And again, this goes back to the video that he just put out about how to react to that. Certainly that'd be something you'd want to be an expert on. Or you're going to have to replace your character with another one, I think. And so I'm very curious about how he implements that into this game. Get my act together, get this pulled up. We'll see. I think we got one more dispatch. I'm trying to put off the big fire at the port. I think we've seen that. I was kind of hoping that maybe the prison incidents would start to pop up for us beyond the little grass fire at the entrance. Or maybe even a hazmat. So I can show you that I actually know how to figure. I actually kind of figured it out before he said something about it. We were then a day or two of each other. I didn't tell you guys. I just knew that I had figured it out. Okay. Hazardous gas alarm. Residential fire. Let's go here. That is over here. All we do is go from fire to fire because it's a very busy fire department. I got to tell you though, if you want to just goof off in this game, go off-roading in this engine, you can get it sideways, and if you time it right, you can get sideways and spin donuts and all kinds of things. And you're like, why would you do that in this game? I don't know. Some days I'm just looking for a little excitement beyond what I already have. So which house is it? One on the end, of course. Hopefully the hydrant doesn't give me trouble like it used to. So let's get this connected. Hand tools. No, that's not what I want. Hand tools. Hydrant tool, right? I think I grabbed it and then put it back. All right. Got his water supply. Most of the windows are out of this thing already. Hand tool, hydrant out. HeapCVA back. Hand tools, Halligan. Let's see if the doors are locked or not. If they are, then we'll pry them open. That one is definitely not locked. This door is not functioning, so we'll fix that with the master key, as we would say. All right. So we're going to fight this fire. tools, Halligan. You know, I think I could go up on the roof, but I think I'm going to skip that. In the goal of doing as much as we can in the time I've allotted. Let's mask up, get in here. First person so I can get the stream to straighten out on me. Get this out pretty quick. Yep, see, to me, I think I made a liar out of myself with this whole going up and down like I have been, because this fire is reacting slightly different than the last fire. I had the warehouse fire a couple nights ago, and I did a lot of moving around. I was doing all kinds of stuff, because you look at real life, nobody that I've watched, just let's say watching FDNY and all of the posted videos that are available just for that organization about how much they're moving around with the nozzle on the tower ladder, things like that. They're always moving. Unless they're really trying to pound on the roof with the big guns, you know, they're moving the nozzle tip around. And honestly, in my career, I did the same thing. I remember when we used to get in trouble for spending so much time on straight stream, because fog nozzles were becoming the trend, and so they wanted you to try using fog. But there is a downside to that, and it's called getting steamed. Just like steaming a baked potato or a lobster. It's painful. I think we got right on this. I didn't time it per se, but I think that was good timing. We'll get out of here. Whoops. Go out the door. All right. We knocked that down pretty quick. No, we're not washing the engine. All right. I want to see. I don't know where I'm going. Honestly, maybe I thought I was going to run away from home. I don't know. You got to have the hydrant tool or nothing else is going to happen. Still can't get it to hide. That's okay. That's okay. He's in really good shape because of that. Remove all. Still needs to be clear of smoke. I think we can do that. Fortunately, it doesn't take a whole lot of time. Like I said, I like the fans, whatever you want to call this. I've heard it called a fan, smoke ejector, you name it. I've heard it. LA City calls it a blower. Literally a blower. At least they did. Maybe the chief made them change that name. I don't know. Alright. Got the smoke out already. I think that's good enough. Alright. As long as they're blowing into the building, you can call them anything you want. If you're letting the fan pull smoke out, that's where the ejector or smoke ejector comes in. It would kind of If you do it that way, it's kind of a sucker, isn't it? Alright, we're getting some other incidents. I want to see if we can get something. Car fire. Notice that we haven't had many car fires before. The dumpster fire, I'm going to skip that one because I can tell you right now I've had some issues with that. What I'm going to do is kind of clean some of this up so that we don't have such a large list. We'll take this one for right now until something better comes along. Takes me a split second to get my brain to realize we're in reverse. And we'll go out, probably out at the lake. Last couple days ago is the first vehicle fire I actually had. And it was out at the lake. Do I turn the siren on all the time? No. I don't really like them that much. That's a great siren for an ambulance. Now, this siren, I know East Coast really likes the power call sirens, and they sound much like that. I prefer something a little more mechanical, even though I know that they're very expensive and they take a lot of power, and when you have all kinds of lights and everything else, and then you step on the siren button and all your lights go dim because it pulls so much voltage, making that siren make all that noise. That's why those federal sirens are real popular. So again, car fire. Do this real quick. Come on. I keep forgetting that some things just don't work in this game because my brain keeps thinking I'm playing another game. These usually go pretty fast too. For right now, I bet you they get... I take it back. This isn't my first car fire. In fact, I think I've had one on a video. But it was all those cars in that parking lot. So there you go. Another time when my brain just forgets what it doesn't like. So that didn't take any time at all. And I'm not even going to freak out about how much water we use because all the lights are lit. So, what do we got going on CAD right this minute? Alright, so it's cleared everything out of CAD. I'll force. We'll go there for right now unless something else better comes up. Ooh, it just did. This one I want. So, no, I want that one. I want to get rid of this one. Give me this one. We'll take it. So we got to go out to the prison. We might stop by the fire station first, if you know what I mean. At least that'd be in our best interest anyway. So I'm going to go this way. Yes, I'm on the wrong side of the street. I'll worry about it when he gets traffic, I guess. I want to kind of hustle a little bit because I want to handle that hazardous materials incident with you guys because the last time was kind of a mess. I started good but finished poorly. So I'd like to kind of reclaim any, you know, little of anything. I can't even think of the word I want to use. I've got about 100 flying around in my head, but none of them seem to fit. Okay, we're just going to stop. We need this rig here. We dropped another incident as well. Let me check CAD real quick. Residential fire. So I'm not fussing over that. Let's go out and head for the prison. Now, this unit definitely turns like a battleship. It really does. You definitely don't take any corners fast. See what I'm saying about... I was looking at the skid marks to see if it just kept plowing forward instead of even trying to make the turn. Wow. Can you see that? I might be stuttering a little bit. Not me verbally, although that could happen. It's almost like I drop frame rates. Some of it is my fault, but some of it I think I might have dropped some frame rates. I think I'll be a little carefuler. I don't even think that's a word, honestly. It must be raining because I'm sliding all over the place like I'm driving on ice. Judging by the way the rescues are driven in certain large fire departments, we're definitely moving too slow. Okay, so I'm just going to stop here. Now I'm going to check, and so it is Dirt Trail Prison. I want that one. Quit doing that. So I don't think we're all the way over here. I think we are in the same place we were last time. It's okay. This one right here. Yeah, there it is. I drove right past it because I was thinking of the... Look at me. Burning out. It's like driving a sandrail. Probably don't even know what a sandrail is, do you? Some of you might. Alright, here's what we got to do. Number one, Special Ops, put our suit on. Special Ops, get the decon tent. Now this part we knew. We figured that out. So we sort of know that in here somewhere is Mr. Barrel. So we got to carry it. And I was thinking, well, what do you do with it? And I must have carried it for 10 minutes trying to figure it out. Wasn't doing a very good job. Well, I like the way the developer put it, is you have the super secret storage compartment or whatever. He didn't really say that exactly, but it was that inference that for right now, that's what they're going to do with it. So what this does is deals with your issue till further notice. And I would imagine, and I would like to see, he actually come up with a way of really disposing of it, whatever that is going to look like. Notice that it just went away. I got to go decon myself now. You do have to stand in the water, though. Notice that the green fog is gone, and you just took care of your hazmat incident. And then we just put everything away. So we got rid of it. All right, guys. According to my clock, it's time to call it. Hope you liked another installment of Into the Flames. Appreciate you coming by, as always. Would really appreciate you guys if you would leave a comment. Doesn't have to be very long. Doesn't have to be 5 or 10 sentences. Just something simple. Thumbs up. Both tell me I did a good job. They feed the algorithm, as somebody else has said on YouTube. If you think I did something wrong, you're going to give me a thumbs down, if you just take a second and let me know what I did, so don't repeat it. That's my goal. I want to do good content for the channel. Apparently, from what I've been researching, is comments and thumbnails, thumb up and thumb downs are really important to the care of the channel and moving it farther up the search engine that's part of YouTube. And at the end of the day, if you haven't, and you just hadn't been thinking about it, if you consider subscribing, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. Really supports the channel. Also pushes me to work harder. I wish you guys all the best for this weekend. I hope your weather isn't nearly as hot as it is here. It is 4:51 in the afternoon, and it is 110 degrees in sunny California. So hopefully you get to do what you want to do, have a good time. Hopefully you didn't have to do anything you didn't want to do. I'm going to get to putting this into a video. We'll see each other soon. Like I said, take care.